Hi Paul, YouTube's a funny place, isn't it? You spend hours watching somebody talk to you, direct to cam, and you get the feeling you know them. I have that feeling about you. We've only ever said hi on Stickam once. You probably don't even remember it. But somehow I do get the feeling that you're a friend. I certainly get the feeling that if we had a beer together, it would be 2 beers. I just wrote a letter to you, and I've also noticed that I've got a few new subscribers as a result of your video response to me. And I don't want them confused, and I don't want my existing subscribers confused. And it occurred to me when I finished the letter to you that it would probably be better if I read it out. So, a little bit fuzzy-headed, just woken up, not got my glasses on, and I'll just read this letter and hopefully save some misinterpretations. I'll point out that what you saw yesterday was me reacting to a video, not the decision I'd actually make in a given situation, which is, let's face it, pretty hard to imagine. My letter to Paul. Hi Paul, thanks for the response. I have very mixed feelings now that I've had a chance to sleep on it. I know that what I said and the way I said it was deeply flawed. I pride myself on the ability to say I was wrong, and I was clearly wrong. I know your reaction is the considered one, the correct one. If I were to reply to Jacob today, it would be a very different response, containing far more points and far less emotion. I too share your desire for Jacob to continue, to go on giving us more of the real Jesus. I would have been horrified if I had woken up this morning and found that he'd closed his account and gone away. I've seen one fence-sitting Christian already announce themselves as an atheist as a result of Jacob's work, though I wish they would turn to deism rather than atheism if they truly need the fluffiness. I have no desire to take that away from people. I suppose I need a confessor. I'm trying to understand why I said what I said yesterday. Maybe I was confused by the lifeboat scenario that often pops into my head, and the thought of Jacob saying that those people already in my imaginary boat were not worth saving, a word that Christians have sickeningly associated with their insanity. But mostly I think it comes from the image his video put in my head, of field after field of endless piles of humans, the animal that suffers the most, burning, and that tiny little laugh that Jacob let out. He'd get into the lifeboat, I'm sure, but if we were both actually witnessing those piles of so many burning people, atheists, agnostics, homosexuals, Muslims, Hindus, Sikhs, Buddhists, the Amish and the Jains, and all the others who disagreed with the prophet Jacob, and that bastard was at my side, and he let that tiny laugh out, and I was armed, it would be the last sound he ever made. That I am sure about. I feel somehow diminished, dragged down to a lower level by a gut reaction. My vid was made and posted within an hour of watching Jacob's turd. I wanted to strike while the iron was hot. Maybe I needed to. It was a mistake. I think I learned something that I thought I already knew. For that, I should thank Jacob. Back in that completely imaginary lifeboat, I just handed the captain's hat to you. Phil. And would you believe it, I've just hit send message. I really should concentrate when I make videos. Sorry, Paul.